Not sure if I'll be able to find it now that I'm recording, but we were able to find somewhere in here. This is some better lighting, perhaps. Though I'm not sure how much better the lighting is here. A little bit better, okay. Let's see if I can find it on camera while filming. Right here it is. You got this one here. It's a mismatch of different parts and stuff. But if you look closely, there is a dark tan plume. So then we did sell this bulk damaged minifigure lot on Saturday. It went for like 200 or so. Not exactly. It's pretty much exactly what it usually on average sells for, but then no communication from the buyer, resent the payment reminder thing, and then they just wanted to cancel. Happens every now and then, nothing to do about it. They relisted, should end again this Saturday. Right now, Monday, starting off with editing the vlog, and then working on some of the minifigures again, and I have to see if I can remember where I got the bags from, because then I need to get a new bag for more of the damaged minifigure parts because the drawer's full again. And then I spent I want to say an hour or hour and a half trying to find more local stuff, and then I wasn't able to find a single thing. Then I did find one. It was about $160, give or take, and so we'll have to see if anything happens from that. So yeah, overall, very little spending right now, just a little bit to just try and get a bit of inventory in and stuff like that, because then we can sell some of the stuff by the pound to keep that listing active and stuff like that. Though what's really weird is I did change the listing a little bit for the bulk stuff there, and I made it free shipping, and then I raised the price a little bit, so in the end it was pretty much the same, and then stuff like that. But for some reason, it's not really selling at all for the most part. Like, the views, it's getting significantly more views than before. Like, we used to get 20, 30 views a day on the listing, and it would sell relatively fast and stuff like that. But then now we're getting 100, 150 plus views in a day, and it's just, we sold exactly 5 pounds in the last 72 hours or so. So it's definitely interesting stuff there. It's quite possible that since we did raise the price when we made it free shipping, which equals it out, that people just are people saw it before and they see it now. They see the price increase, but they don't see the free shipping or something. I don't know. But we're not going to be too worried about that unless it continues with that trend for a month or something, and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see where it goes on that. But we did sell 5 pounds of it, so there is a little bit going out again, but we only have 11 pounds left on the listing. So I will get to work and continue listing. Yogurt time. Sold 2 of the dinosaurs that we listed. First up is this one here, and so we listed some dinosaurs on eBay out of curiosity to see if they actually sell, and we've sold a few now. So this one here, listed it for $19 or so, and best offer accepted of $18 on that one. And then we sold this one here. It was sold full price for, I believe, $25. And I can't remember which country it's going to. I think it's Italy or something. I'll double check real quick. It's going to Switzerland. And so sold 2 of the dinosaurs. And we only have 1 dinosaur left there. Though I did just, I believe it's also here. I just need to send the guy the money for a lot of some Lego on local marketplace, and this is one of the few that does offer to ship it. I think it's just a full-time seller, so it's something that they offer, and I'm not too worried about trying to ask if they do it or something like that, like it would be a private seller, where even if they say they do, they probably won't, because this person's got hundreds of feedback on Kijiji and stuff like that, and so they offer to ship it and stuff like that. So I will take a look at that, and then we will do a quick recap of what we're shipping out today. So we are shipping out $1,592.94 today. So that includes the bulk there, the eBay stuff there, and then sold the one Lego sets on eBay here. So there's that one. And then we have the Bricklink and Brick Owl orders here. Just did one payment, and with that we are officially having the very first store debt completely paid off. Still have a few more, but this was the main one, and yeah, so that is finally done. And this one, it took like 3 or 4 years, and yeah, last payment. Yogurt time. Currently, all of these different heads here are under the same entry on Bricklink. For this one here, these variations are just different ones from different ones. They aren't variations of this one here. This one here has been in these sets plus a whole bunch of different gears, and it currently has 3 PCCs. So we know that there's a bare minimum of 3 versions that existed, though just because it's got a different PCC and it's a technically different version, as in it has a different PCC, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a different pattern, but then it does mean that Lego had it like at the very least a different batch or something like that, and so then there's a chance that it got a print update and stuff like that. And then there's also PCCs from some of the older sets, which we don't know. Even that stuff isn't in the Bricklink inventory comparison tool, which has access to a whole bunch of that data. And then the ones from the gears, we don't know a lot of those as well. So yeah, then currently, yeah, in regards to trying to get this one sorted out, because currently the note on this one here is just simply this part has print variations, and it's been a known problem in the catalog for a while, and yeah, they're trying to sort it out, because if you've ever bought one of these heads before, you've probably got one of who knows how many different versions of it and stuff like that. And yeah, so currently we are trying to figure out how many versions actually exist and stuff like that. So I'm going to be going through these images here, which we have to start with, and first figure out if there is any of these versions here that I accidentally got mixed in, and if so, remove those, and then compare the rest to the others. And for example, the admin said that they probably aren't going to be doing different entries for the one with the white back versus the yellow backing, so there's that, because that there is just like the print. Like for example, if they were to just print the red on the black head like that, as you can see, it's more of a faint print and stuff like that. So then they put a color on the back, which if it's aligned properly, you'll never see, but it helps, as you can see, the red stand out more. And so then they did yellow on some and white on some, and yeah, it's not perfectly aligned, so you can see that. So technically, I'm pretty sure Bricklink usually doesn't separate for that. So we can see in the one message here, based on some of the earlier findings, the admin Randy F said that we'll be needing at least 3 new entries here. And yes, I will be comparing this and seeing what data we can get and see if we can finally get this sorted out. So I've split it now into what I believe to be 4 separate versions of the head that exist. Well, technically 5 if you separate the different yellow and white backgrounds of the parts here. But yeah, then this one here is seemingly the most common one. Yeah, it's just got the standard design like that with eye spike things there, and it connected there, and then one long thing down the center with 1 diamond and stuff like that. Then we've got the second design here, which is largely similar, except this one here, unlike these ones which have more of the orangish eyes and stuff like that, this one here has only yellow eyes. I'm not entirely certain, but I think first I was thinking that it might just be that this here just has no printing on the back and stuff like that, and so that might be causing the difference. However, like if there's like no white background or yellow background, however, as we can see, the pupil in the eye is black and it's on a yellow eye, but then the other ones, it is a white background for it, which is the normal background there, and then a red eye with a yellow center. That one there shows it a little bit better, so that there is different than that one. And then we have this one here, which I believe is the hollow stud version of the head. And this one here is the one that started it all, I believe, because as you can see, for example, the eyes, not the eyes, the center thing, there's like 4 diamonds there compared to just the 1 on here. Also, it's significantly thinner. And then also the eye line thing here, as you can see, it's just a small line on the sides there, though that might not be different per se, as in these ones here, it's very clearly defined that it goes to the side. These ones here, it seems like it's not. But then the other thing is that this one here has marks on it, and that's consistent across all of the different versions of the head that have that. As we can see that there's the same marks there. And this one here, I believe, was released years after the other ones as well. And then also, as you can see, these ones here, it's like a white background for the eyes, and then you've got the eye pattern. Meanwhile, this one here, it's just a perfect yellow eye with a black pupil, and it's more bright there. And then we have this variation here, which, as we can see, is different from the other ones, because, for example, these ones here, you've got the long eye thing here, and that's the other difference. This one here is only like a small rounded one. These ones here have the long eye thing, which goes all the way there, connects to this one here and stuff. And then you've got this one here, which it goes there, but that doesn't connect. And then there's also no eye spike things on the side here. Like you can see the eye lines there, and stuff like that. But then this version here doesn't have that. So I think that this one here might be the oldest, or this one's the oldest. And then this one here is the one that was used in a lot of the different stuff, more common. And then this is the newest. But yeah, that's just initial looks, and we'll see what happens. So then, yeah, just ended up on this list here. And I'll just see if I can get it all in frame a little there. And yeah, so basically I was able to find 4 versions total. So yeah, basically that one's got a tall eye section and then eye spikes. This one just is plain yellow eyes with plain black pupils. And this one here has the wide chin, short eye section, and additional marks. And then the last version has no eye spikes. And yeah, so then that is that. And then I'm leaving it for probably a couple days in the forums just to see if anyone else is able to find any other versions, or see if I made any mistakes and stuff like that. And then if there's nothing, then I can work on some new entries, and then that will be stage 1 of the Darth Maul head fix. We've been able to get this store up to 7,000 lots now. So I was able to make some good progress on the parts from the thing, and yeah, so tomorrow I should hopefully be able to finish up with the container and then get to the parts here. And yeah, so just all the parts here are ones like that I think there might be more parts of, or stuff like that, that they're similar and mismatched. Like with the Ninjago ghosts, oftentimes you'll have these guys with like incorrect parts and mismatch and stuff like that. So I just kind of put that stuff to the side for later. And yeah, we will see if we can hopefully finish this up tomorrow. And yeah, then get to the next thing. Though I do want to try and prioritize cleaning off this table soon, because it's a little bit difficult being my main work area. Like whenever we've been shipping orders out, I've had to narrowly place them on the edge here, and that's probably not that safe. So I'll just see what I can do with all of this stuff then. Yogurt time. So then just got the one bulk thing in the mail. This one here is the one that was offering to ship it. So this one here was 175 Canadian all in on the listing. And yeah, so the these 3 dinosaurs here, not exactly, but will almost pay for the entire thing. This one, the Bricklink prices are about $60, and I think $30 or $40 each for these. But then eBay prices will be a little bit higher if they're in good condition and stuff like that. If there's like bite marks on something, I might just part it out onto Bricklink. It'd be worth a bit less or something. I'm not sure. But then yeah, either way, these here are just about enough roughly to pay it off. Then we got a couple of these ones here. I just sold one of them for $18, and yeah, all of them are Lego. And then also there is a bag of minifigures and stuff like that here. That is definitely not Lego. But yeah, so we got some of the stuff there, and then the rest of it is just bricks and stuff like that. A lot of non-Lego and damaged Lego mixed in, but the dinosaurs themselves are all in fairly decent condition, so there is that. But yeah, then I will work on that a little bit later today. I'm going to try and first get the Darth Maul heads thing more finalized. So the one version, because I showed that there's 4 versions, but the 4th version is most likely just a printing error, like the printing thing got worn down and stuff like that. So we're probably just going to be going with 3 variants for now. And then, yeah, we'll see what we do with that. And hopefully I can get some of that stuff submitted today. Jennifer, which is the one of the highest submitters of images and entries and stuff on Bricklink, offered to take images of the parts because she had some. She had the 3 variants, which she posted images of in the original thread. So that will be the images that we're going to be using for the heads, and then I'll see if I can create a comparison guide between the 3 and stuff like that for that. So yeah, then I will try to work on some of finishing this stuff up, and then after that, it'll probably be a little while before the heads are approved, but then once that's done, then we can start doing some inventory change requests to get all that stuff figured out. But yeah, lots to do. And then yeah, parents are on the way to pick up another 25 to 30 pounds, I think it was, of Lego, and that one there, it's 125 for the Lego. Based on the distance, I'm guessing it'll end up being about $150 for the, that I pay them for picking it up, because it's like an hour each way, and then you got your gas, the time, and stuff like that. So yeah, we are working on that, and then after that, we've got another one scheduled for Friday, and then for that one, the listing doesn't have a weight on it, but based off the images, I want to say it's around roughly 50 to 60 pounds. So there's that one. And yeah, so lots to do. Should be getting a bit of bulk on the listing because it's sold out again. Selling a lot slower at the different price, so we'll see what we adjust on that eventually, or if it still needs a bit more time for that to start working again. But yeah, lots to do. So yeah, we went through the box of the bulk there, and yeah, so we pulled out these guys here, and some of them, as you can see, really need to get washed. But yeah, so this here has the dinosaurs, and then a fair amount of minifigures and stuff in there as well, and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, based off of this, a lot of the parts were very, very poor condition. So despite that box being full initially, this here is all we salvaged to be sold by the pound. The rest of it, we got about half a garbage can full of stuff there. But this one here was relatively cheap since I didn't have to pay for it to be picked up. It was like $175 all in, and with the dinosaurs just about covering the cost of it, then already this container, minus the dinosaurs, is all profit, and it's all the specialty things like a whole bunch of minifigures and stuff like that. And then some of the bricks there, like these tan things, are $4 each and stuff like that. So decent return on that, considering it's so far only been like 30 minutes of work to get that sorted out. And then we've got like a couple pounds maybe of the bulk, and we get a good amount from that type of stuff per pound. So it's still very worth it for the time involved, even though a good amount wasn't kept. Then yeah, so we got this one here now, and this one here was only $125. Pickup actually costed more than it was for the stuff. I think it was like $160 or something to get it picked up. But yeah, it doesn't look like it, but we put it on the scale and everything. It's 30 pounds of Lego, and this stuff here, already looking at it, is in significantly better condition than the previous one, so we should be able to get some good bulk out of this. But the thing about this stuff is that there is a very large amount of fakes, but that's not that big a deal. And yeah, we did some rough math, and even if like 30% of it was fake and stuff like that, then we calculated in the free pounds, so we took off 20% for that and stuff like that, then it's already almost profitable for this stuff before any of the specialty parts. And then yeah, we were looking and already found some really nice parts here. That's a snake tail. Those guys are like 20 something bucks each, and yeah, it's just sitting at the top. And yeah, there's a fair amount of minifigure parts here and stuff like that, so this one should be good as well. And then yeah, tomorrow should be getting another lot in, $350 for who knows how many pounds. We have no idea yet. So yeah, should be able to get a little bit more stuff on the bulk listing. Yogurt time. So we just got one lot of Lego. So we've got that stuff there. This thing those boxes and then the stuff here. All in, we paid $350 Canadian. Really good deal. It's all that they're asking for. Plus probably somewhere in the normal range of like 100, 150 to have it picked up and stuff. And then yeah, lots and lots of really good stuff in this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it now that I'm recording, but we were able to find somewhere in here. This is some better lighting perhaps. Though I'm not sure how much better the lighting is here. A little bit better, okay. Let's see if I can find it on camera while filming. Right here it is. You got this one here. It's a mismatch of different parts and stuff. But if you look closely, there is a dark tan plume, and that is genuine. There is no Lego logo on the ones from this era, but you will find a single number on the end of the thing there. So that plume there, it was one of the first cool parts I ever found when I started selling Lego. Back then, it was worth about $60 or so, but then now there's only a few for sale. And the ones that ship to Canada, it's within just a few dollars of $100 now for that plume, and it weighs 0.05 grams. So that there is a very nice find, because that one gets lost very easily. And I've got a couple more of them somewhere in the... Sorry for that cut there. I was actually showed a bit of paperwork. But yeah, so we got a few over there. And we got some real good stuff there. There's two of them. There's another one somewhere of the capes for the one droid from Star Wars, guard. Those things there are, I don't think that's cracked. Yeah, that's just a fold, not a cut. Are like 20 plus bucks each. They're the most difficult part to find for it. And then we've got a couple of these here. Overall, decent condition. There's like a dented corner and stuff, but it doesn't look like there's been like, it's not like super heavy scratch or anything like that. But if I remember correctly, I think these ones go for like 10, 15 bucks each and stuff like that. Got some dinosaurs and more ancient stuff, ancient Egypt stuff there. And yeah, just lots of really cool and interesting parts in here. So we got that. And then this thing is full of instructions. Then we got a whole bunch of train tracks, some metallic silver bricks there, and then a whole bunch of bricks in these three containers here. And then, just a whole bunch of bricks in here and stuff like that. So yeah, then we also had a couple of these bricks here, which go for like 15 bucks each and stuff like that. There's one in here, and there's a couple of some of the other ones. And just overall some really cool parts. And so then we've got some NXT stuff there, some battery stuff, remote controls, just overall lots of really interesting items in here and stuff like that. So yeah, overall I'd say that this here is a great find. And in the vlogs it always seems like I'm just finding these deals and stuff like that we're like real quick and stuff. However, yeah, these things, it takes a very, very long time to find. Like, I think in order to get the ones that I had picked up this week, including this one, that one, and the Jurassic one. Actually, the Jurassic one was last week, I think, when I first started messaging. But for the two that we got this week, I think it was the result of probably about 4, maybe 5 hours of looking. And that is over the span of multiple days and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely not just like, oh, open up Marketplace, find it, buy it. It's just a long process. But like with any video, you always cut that stuff out because you don't really record it. So we're shipping at 1687.77 today, and that is for the stuff on this table here. A couple orders. Don't want to show the paperwork on the table. Empty iPhone case. That's like $7 or something. Someone bought. I know I got the right amount, but I forget. I think it might be how many. It might be 16 of these that they ordered here, and those were, I think, $18 or $19 each. So they got that, and then we are shipping out 5 pounds of bulk. This set and another of the sets that we shipped out last time. So now that orders are shipped out, I want to try and get through that bulk there first, because someone is waiting on some of that to be listed because they're interested in some. So I'll try to get some of that stuff quickly done so I can list a few pounds of that, get that thing listed again, and then try to start clearing off the table here. So then, time to see what we can all find in that box. So I have a slight possible update on trying to get the hair out of Lego because, yeah, for the longest time, like whenever you go through lots, you'll find like a lot of hair in a lot of them. And compared to like taking out non-Lego bricks or damaged bricks or separating out the parts you might want to list and stuff like that, taking the hair out is very, very time consuming. It's not like it's a difficult task per se, it just takes a long time. And yeah, so initially, there's still one method which we might try at some point in the future, but it's unlikely we'll go that route now if this works. But basically, what our plan was initially is whenever we get a used lot, we would just kind of dump it out. Like our hope was to build something to just dump out the entire thing and then get a fan or something and then just try and blow all the hair off and stuff like that. But then the one thing that we observed, which you may have seen in several of the previous vlogs, is these yellow trays. Well, not much on this one, a little bit towards the bottom there. They're in the sink because I need to wash them and stuff like that. But the one thing about the yellow trays is, and I don't know where I put the one I was using. Oh no, it's on the table over there. But yeah, the one thing about the yellow trays is that the hair just sticks to them. So what our current plan is that's the Lego we have to go through. That's the stuff ready to be sold by the pound and stuff. So instead of just taking out one tray of that, sorting through it and stuff like that, what we'll do is we'll first get that container there, then we'll set it on the side, and then we'll grab a different box, and then we'll just take out one tray at a time, move it around a little bit so all the hair can get stuck to the bottom of the yellow tray, then dump it into the other container, and then go over the tray with a lint roller thing to get all the hair off, and rinse and repeat. And then in theory, that should solve most of the hair problems. And yeah, so we are going to do a test on that and see what happens. So this here is kind of like a before. You can see like some hairs there, and as you can see, I tilt the tray a bit, and it will move a little bit. It kind of just stays stuck to the tray. And so then I'll basically just kind of move it around the tray to give as many hairs an opportunity to get stuck to the tray as I can. And then just dump that out there, and we can see not all of them, but most of them. Well, there's nothing here because there's only a little on the tray, but as you can see, a good amount of the hairs then just stick to the tray. And then in theory, it's a bit difficult while recording, but then in theory, we should be able to clean this off. The fan thing does work as well. However, it takes like a solid like 10 seconds to start each time, and it's quite loud. And this here is probably a lot easier if you're using two hands and stuff like that. But as we can see, we can get all of the hairs, for the most part at least, off the tray, and then they're all on the lint roller and stuff like that. And then in theory, we should be able to just rinse and repeat. Not all of the trays have hair, but a good amount of them. Like you can already see more hairs there, so shake it a little bit there, dump it in there, and we can see more hairs are on the tray. And then just get it with the lint roller, and yeah, so that is what we will try. So I will go through all of that stuff and then there, and then when that's done, we will just grab a tray of that and see if we find any hair. So I just finished going through that, and I did take off the layer once, but that was just after I stopped recording the first time. But yeah, we can see how much hair was removed and a few other things. Yeah, that just goes to show just how much hair is inside of these used lots and stuff like that. So yeah, a very good amount of stuff there was removed. Yeah, so then the other thing to keep in mind is that it's important to also, well, I guess I missed one, the thing's so full I can barely pick them up anymore. Because yeah, I definitely need to swap out the thing a little bit more often. But I just wanted to keep it all on one this time just to show what it was like. But yeah, then you have to make sure to clean the bottom of the tray as well. And moving the tray a little bit is always seeming to be something that's a big help. So yeah, we'll go for just some Lego here, move it around a little bit, dump it out, and yeah, we can see like one small hair there. a few dust things here. Some of that stuff might have been there before, but yeah, overall it is cleaner. And of course we picked up another hair at the bottom, so yeah, it's not like it's going to remove 100% of the hairs or anything like that, though it removes a lot of them. And yeah, definitely the one thing that when I go through this, assuming that I don't still find just like an unbelievably large amount of hairs and stuff like that, is that I would definitely want to get a smaller one that's got like the handle on the side like this, so that I could easier clean the tray and stuff like that. Because yeah, it doesn't really fit inside of the thing, so you always have to have like weird angles, and that makes it a bit difficult to pick up some of the hairs and stuff like that. But yeah, then that is definitely interesting, so then I will now start sorting through it. Your time. But yeah, then today I hopefully can finish up with some of the Lego over here. And that light switch is almost always on for some reason when I get down here, despite no one turning it on. Because I only use this light switch now, because that one used to control ones that were in the cabinets that we tore out a little while back. So yeah, I have no idea why that thing keeps changing there. And apparently there's some Lego on the floor. I'll figure that out in a little while. But yeah, so thought we were going to finally get the credit card stuff figured out today. But it turns out that the bank accidentally booked us for the wrong thing. So we also, they never told us what we needed. So we had to rebook another appointment. And so hopefully we can get that stuff figured out next week. And stuff like that. And the stuff we needed wasn't just like the regular ID stuff. There's like certain specific things and stuff like that. But yeah, so hopefully we can figure out that next week. But yeah, then hopefully today I can finish up with that container, get some of the bulk listed, and then start working on trying to clear off the table a little bit. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today's a Saturday. Vlog will be up Monday, and the next vlog, the Monday after that.